Hello viewers, in this video I'll discuss on the topic thermodynamics. So 11th standard CBSE syllabus in volume 2 this chapter is available and it is also useful for NEET and JEE covering the NEET and JEE syllabuses. Okay, so in this video I will discuss on the introduction of this topic thermodynamics. So thermodynamics first of all it discuss on the study of the laws that govern the thermal energy. What is thermal energy? Thermal energy, it includes the terms like heat, work, temperature. So it discusses on the heat and temperature. Okay, the energy produced by these terms, we call it as the thermal energy. So we have certain laws that governs these terms. We have many laws like zeroth law of thermodynamics, first law, second law. So which governs these terms? We will discuss about all the laws in this chapter. Okay, thermodynamics. Next we have the study of the process where work is converted into heat and vice versa. See that here we will study on the process responsible for conversion of the work into heat and heat into work. Okay, so I will do a live demo of a small example that could be done in our home. Okay, now I will take a matchbox. Okay, so I will take a matchstick. I will take a nice one. I will take a matchstick here. So now I am doing some work to light this matchstick. So work is done. So work is converted into heat. Now this heat is used to convert into work. For example, now I am going to I will like this similarly. See, this heat is converted into work by lighting a camphor. See, you can see that first of all work is converted into heat by lighting this matchstick. Now the heat is converted into work by lighting this camphor. Okay, so this is just a small example. Okay, so in this way, similarly, we can see an example of a steam engine. So in case of a steam engine, what happens? So they are burning the coal. From burning the coal, heat is produced. That heat is used to heat the water, in which water gets converted into steam. That steam is pressurized, and this pressurized steam is used to move the piston in linear motion. That linear motion of the piston is used to convert into rotary motion of the wheels of the steam engine. This you could see in your many cinemas, the movement of the steam engine. Okay, so here you can see that heat is converted into work. So we have many examples in which heat is converted into work and work is converted into heat. So we will see the process responsible for these conversions. We will study about various processes responsible for conversion of work into heat and heat into work. Okay, so what is thermodynamics? So the thermodynamics is the branch of physics that deals with the concepts of heat and temperature. What are the concepts responsible for the explaining the heat and temperature and the conversion of the energy of conversion of heat into work and work into heat? Okay, this is the overview of thermodynamics. Nothing but it deals with the heat and work, the concept responsible for explaining the heat and temperatures. Next, we will discuss on the difference between mechanics and thermodynamics. What is mechanics? We can see that mechanics is the discussion of the force and torque responsible for the motion of an object. Force and torque responsible for the motion of an object. It discusses on the force and torque responsible for the motion of an object. So what tells this thermodynamics? So this thermodynamics tells that it discusses on the intermacroscopic state of a system. It deals with the intermacroscopic state of a system. So what that means? Let us take an example. Now you are riding your bike very fast from your home to some place, riding very fast, and you are stopping your bike, and now you see that when you came near to the silencer of the bike, you see that it is very hot. So you see that the temperature and heat of the silencer is very hot. So this thermodynamics talks about the heat and the temperature of silencer. It does not deals with the how much velocity the silencer is moving. Deals only about the heat and the temperature of the silencer. another situation. So you are kick-starting the bike. Normally before self-start, you had only a kickstart for the bike. So when you kickstart the bike, see that the work is converted into burning of the fuel. So inside the engine, it deals about what is the temperature at which the fuel burns. So that is found by this thermodynamic. So that is, see, when you see that in case of a engine also, you see that how much heat the engine withstands. It does not talks about how much is the velocity the engine is moving. It talks about how much heat or how much is the temperature that the engine could withstand. It talks about this, that we call it as the intermacroscopic state. If this is the engine means, it does not talks about the velocity it moves. It talks about how much heat is produced inside, how much temperature is maintained inside. That we call it as this intermacroscopic state of a system. So this thermodynamics talks about this intermacroscopic state of the system. It does not talks about the whole body. It takes only about the intermacroscopic state, not the whole body. Okay, this is about the thermodynamics. Okay, so next we have another term we called as thermal equilibrium. So this thermal equilibrium, before talking about thermal equilibrium, we discussed about the mechanical equilibrium. So in case of mechanical equilibrium, in mechanics we see that net force and net torque is zero, that system is in mechanical equilibrium. Okay, so what about thermal equilibrium? Here we are saying that the state of a system is in equilibrium if the variables that characterize a system do not change in time. So what are all the variables? What are all the variables that governs a system? So we have variables like pressure, temperature, volume, mass and its composition. So these are the variables which governs the state of a system. So let us consider two examples. We have a system A and B. In most of the cases, we will talk system as gas, air in most of the cases. In some cases, we can talk it about liquid or solid. In most cases, we will tell the system as gas or air. So here we have A and B, which are separated by an adiabatic wall. Separated by a adiabatic wall. What is adiabatic wall? It is an insulating wall. It is an insulator. What is the role of an insulator? It acts as a prevention of the state change between this A and B. It will not allow any heat or any terms to be transferred. It does not allow any transfer of material between the two, which is a place in between. That is the work of the insulator. So this insulating wall will not allow any state variables to be transferred. So the A will remain in equilibrium all the time, whatever may be the change of time. For example, if it is maintained at some pressure PA, VA, it will remain at pressure PA and remain at the same volume VA, whatever may be the change of time. So let us take B of pressure as PB and the volume as VB. That the pressure will be PB and volume will be VB, whatever may be the change of time. So it is maintained in thermal equilibrium. So it is fully covered with the insulator. Let us take another case. So in this case, we can see that, so in between we have kept a conducting wall. We have kept a conducting wall, or we call it as diathermic wall. So this allows the properties to be transferred. It allows the state to be transferred. So now what happens? There is a transfer of material so that the pressure, volume will get transferred. So for example, initially if I am having the pressure as PA and VA for this A and PB, VB for B, and now after some time the pressure and the volume will be PA dash, VA dash, and here it will be PB dash, VB dash. But after certain time we see that the changes will not take place after some time. After some time the change will not be there, it will be zero. System will come to equilibrium after certain time. Okay, it remains equilibrium in the system. Here it is made to come to equilibrium in this case. Okay, so like this thermal equilibrium is maintained. That equilibrium is explained with these state variables with respect to time. So we can see that in this case there will be no change after certain time. So after certain time, whatever may be the change, whatever may be the change of time, this particular variables will remain on this particular state. Okay, this is about thermal equilibrium. Okay, this is the overview of thermodynamics and about thermal equilibrium. Okay, thank you.